Disney's newest princess is of mixed fairy tale heritage, does not hate her stepmother. She doesn't even have a stepmother, and her sole mission in life isn't necessarily to find Prince Charming. Here to introduce us to Sofia the First is Wall Street Journal pop culture scribe Katie Rosman. Hi there.
Hi.
Kind of look like a princess yourself with
I
that
am a little bit royal,
sequined
if you must
top
know.
of yours.
Thank you.
Why was Disney so adamant that Sofia not be like some of the other princesses of yore, like Cinderella?
Well, first of all, they've debuted her on Disney Junior, which is their relatively new network aimed at sort of the preschool set, kids about 2 to 7 years old. So they wanted her to be...
That's her we're looking at right there?
That is her right now. They wanted her to be someone who resonated with kids, first of all, and who didn't alienate parents who, in today's society, aren't necessarily clamoring to reinforce the themes of one day my prince will come. So they felt
she had a single mother to start.
So Sofia's an ordinary girl from the village,
right,
whose mother married the king. So
which isn't so ordinary.
Which, you know,
but
you got
to get her to be the princess somehow.
Yeah, so it helps them blend this idea of, you know, the fantasy life and royalty with her just being an everyday girl, just like you, Wendy Bounds. You could be a princess too.
One day, I'm still striving. I got to get the right wardrobe.
Yeah.
So, but there are a lot of focus groups, Katie, that went into making Sofia. How are the viewers responding so far to her? And then I want to talk about, you went out and watched some of these focus groups.
Yeah, I did. Well, the viewers seem to be responding very well. It's very, very, very popular. It's the most popular show on cable for both boys and girls aged 2 to 7.
And boys.
And boys.
Wow.
I think by stripping some of the princessy stuff away from her, they've made her just a kid who children are identifying with.
Right.
And it's on my radar because it just debuted in January, and just out of nowhere my kids were obsessed with it. And so I started focusing on it, and that ultimately led to the story.
And led to you going out to California to sit into some classrooms. I'm fascinated to hear what you saw and witnessed from these kids while they were hearing the stories of Sofia.
Well,
or they were watching her,
it's
correct?
really interesting. Disney Junior focus groups, every single program that it develops and airs, so Jake and the Netherland Pirates, Doc McStuffins, with preschoolers. They go into schools that they give schools, I think there's somewhere about half a dozen schools in the metropolitan Los Angeles area that they give honorariums to, or thank you gifts, as one executive called it to me. And they go into these schools and they get on the floor with the kids and they read them a story that before it's been animated, it hasn't even been written into a script yet, and they try to get a sense of the comprehension, how entertaining it is, whether the themes that they're trying to impart are coming across. And
so they didn't fall asleep when they were with Sofia, or were they fidgety? How did they react?
Yeah, I mean they're kids.
Right.
They were
on their iPhone. No, I'm just kidding.
There were, you know, they were enraptured at first. You know, kids have a attention span that wanes. For some of them, it waned. They focus group with 2 sets of kids representing different ages, more sort of the 4 to 6 and then 5 to 7. And, you know, the older kids have a bit more of an attention span and more of a comprehension of sort of the moral lesson that Disney is trying to sneak into Sofia.
Very, very quickly, something there, though, for adults, too, a little bit, right? Some allusions to Top Gun, Tim Gunn of Project Runway. He is the butler, just so the parents like you aren't bored to death watching it.
I met with the creator and the writer, and he's got 2 little boys, and he said, you know, he wanted to create something, I think his words were, that parents would say, wow, I can stand this.
Very good way to put it. Katie Rosman, thank you so much. More in the Personal Journal.